Actress and new mother Brooke Shields is being attacked by Tom Cruise.
The issue for me was really about the children.
I was incapable of holding my perfect little baby.
Just 1 month after his infamous couch meltdown, Tom is targeting Brooke.
The thing that I'm saying about Brooke is that she doesn't understand.
There was a real change that affected my brain chemistry.
There is no such thing as a chemical imbalance.
Postpartum depression affects between 13 to 20% of women.
After giving birth to a baby girl, Brooke Shields is suffering from postpartum depression.
I would go into the shower and just cry.
I was beginning to plan ways that I could disappear.
Brooke wanted to abandon her baby girl.
I didn't want to be in my life with my child.
All I could think of was that I was a bad mother. I wish I had known, but nobody had said anything to me.
Your mom, when you were a baby, used to leave you with the neighbors.
I wanted to make her happy, and that created anxiety.
You are so frank about your mom. You do tell stories about missed Christmases.
She couldn't take care of herself.
Is Brooke repeating her mom's mistakes?
Come 3 o'clock, when I got out of school, I would see her face, and I would sort of see the lips, and I would see the glassy eyes, and I would know.
We staged this intervention. She looked at me and she said, I'm going to do this, but I'm doing this for you. And that's the kiss of death with alcoholism or any kind of addiction, you know? The hope that she would stop was the thing that basically destroyed me emotionally.
Brooke was desperate to please her mom, no matter what she was asked to do.
Whatever she wanted, I wanted to make her happy. I was worried about her safety, worried about her health. I wanted her alive. And so that created anxiety.
Her mother and manager, Terry Shields,
is often criticized for pushing the rising star into provocative roles at a young age.
I think all parents want to do the best for their children. And Brooke, being as pretty as she is, that seemed to work for us.
You want to know what comes between me and my Calvins? Nothing.
The commercials were wild. They literally sexualized her.
But Brooke badly wanted to see the best in her mom.
She would make all my jobs start after school. They'd say, okay, it's a 10 o'clock shoot. And she'd say, all right, we'll see you after 3:30.
I was a very protected, sequestered young woman in a bubble that my mom was just paroling the outside of.
In her memoir, Brooke recalls, her protection didn't stop with me. She looked out for young Tom Cruise, who was hand-chosen to play a bare-chested boy with a short but memorable scene in Central Park.
After years of being under her mom's control, Brooke had had enough.
I've got a chance. I've been going out in the world. I'm not so isolated.
Brooke Shields has shocked Hollywood after firing her mother, Terry, as her manager.
They asked me if I wanted to have my own show. I was allowed to do what I wanted.
Finally free from her mom, Brooke realized she couldn't have the one thing she truly wanted.
Shields suffered a miscarriage, writing, "We were crushed. Up till then, I thought simply because I wanted to have a baby, it would work out."
All I've ever wanted is more children. Since I was a child, I knew I wanted to be a mom.
It took 7 attempts at fertility treatment, and then, to Brooke and her husband's surprise, it finally worked.
She looked great. She was just in heaven.
Rowan Francis Henchy finally entered the world on May 15th, 2003.
But Brooke's dream of being a mom quickly turned into a nightmare.
I couldn't connect with my baby.
I was incapable of holding or looking at or kissing or smelling or singing to my perfect tiny little baby.
I wanted to die, and I didn't want to be in my life with my child. I would go into the shower and just cry.
In my mind, all I could think of was that I was a bad mother, and my daughter and my husband and everybody around me would have just been better off without me.
I went to my doctor, and his first reaction was, "You'll get over it, believe me, and all moms feel this, you're overwhelmed."
Brooke was terrified of repeating her mom's mistakes.
I always said to myself, I'm going to have a healthy marriage, and I'm going to have my children. These are things that I set out when I was a little child.
Thing that keeps you up at night?
Fear that I'm not doing the right thing with my kids.
Determined not to let her daughter down, she kept pushing for answers until finally,
Shields was diagnosed with postpartum depression.
I found the right doctors, and I found the right combination of medicine and psychology.
I wish I had known. I wished I had been informed in some way, but nobody had said anything to me. And the knowledge of postpartum is a tool that I believe all women deserve.
I felt the need to go on record. But there was a real physiological change in my biology that affected my
brain chemistry.
But just as Brooke started to rise back up, someone from her past pushed her down.
The thing that I'm saying about Brooke is that there's misinformation, okay? And she doesn't understand the history of psychiatry. There is no such thing as a chemical imbalance. What happens, the antidepressant, all it does is mask the problem. There's ways of vitamins and through exercising.
With battle lines drawn, Shields fired back.
She wrote, "To suggest that I was wrong shows an utter lack of understanding about postpartum depression."
Brooke was ready to be a mom again, but had to face her fears one more time.
So entering the second pregnancy, are you worried about that?
If it does occur again, I will see the symptoms early, I will understand what it is, I won't fight it, I won't be ashamed.
And have you had any symptoms?
Not at all. I really haven't.
After welcoming her second daughter into the world, she got an unexpected visit from Tom.
He came over to my house and he apologized.
You know, obviously afterwards I felt I could have handled it better. You know, it came out wrong. And it was something that I apologized to her.
And I explained that he did not in fact have ovaries and therefore could not say those things about me.
By taking control of her life, Brooke became the mom she always wanted to be.
I feel stronger, I feel more powerful, I feel more confident.
I realized what a survivor fighter I was.
Thank you, Brooke, because you paved the way and you let us know we're not alone.
Are you anything like your mother?
I'm all the best parts of my mother.
My daughters make me get up in the morning, make me want to breathe, make me want to live.
Every stage of your life is a new beginning. Make it be on your own terms.